Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a report from Athene Holding, and trust me, it's not as dull as it sounds. We're going to look at some numbers that show how well they're doing and maybe even find a surprise or two along the way. It's like finding a $20 bill in your old jeans, but with percentages. This report is from early May of 2025. It's called an 8K, which is basically a quick update companies give to the government about important stuff that's happened. Athene Holding is the company we will be discussing today. They're in the financial world, mainly dealing with retirement savings and insurance. They help people plan for the future, which is something we all think about. The main point of this report is to share Athene's financial performance for the first 3 months of 2025. We are looking at how much money they made and how healthy their business is. Apollo Global Management, which is a bigger company that Athene is connected to, released a presentation that included Athene's numbers. So we're digging into that presentation to see what's what. Before we get into the main financials, it's good to know that Athene has different types of shares, like stocks, that people can invest in. These shares pay different amounts of interest, which is like getting paid for lending money to the company. It is good to be aware that the company has many stocks. Now, let's get to the heart of the matter, the financials. This is where we see if Athene is actually making money and how well they're managing their business. The important numbers are inside the earning presentation, so let's jump to that. Key. Now, because this is from Apollo, we don't have the raw detailed financial statements we'd see in a 10Q or 10K. Instead, we're getting highlights and summaries that Apollo wants investors to focus on. So keep that in mind. We're seeing a curated version of the story. Let's see what Apollo wants us to see. All right, one key thing to look at is assets under management, or AUM. This is how much money Athene is managing for its clients. As of March 31, 2025, Athene's total assets under management clocked in at $276.4 billion. That's a huge amount of money, showing how many people trust Athene with their investments. You want to see this number go up over time because that usually means the company is growing and attracting more clients. It can also grow if the investments they already manage go up in value. Next, let's pick at Athene Retail. These are products they sell directly to individual customers like you and me. New sales total $2.6 billion. This indicates how well Athene is attracting new customers and selling its products. It is an important measure of growth. Okay, a bit about originations. In simple terms, originations are new investments made during the period. So in the first quarter of 2025, Athene originated $7.3 billion to work aiming to generate returns. So what's the overall story here? Athene has a huge amount of assets under management, showing they're a major player. They're also making significant sales to individuals, which means people trust them. And they're putting a lot of money to work through originations, meaning they're actively trying to grow and make profits as sen. Now let's step back and think about what these numbers mean in the bigger picture. Athene operates in a competitive market. They're up against other big insurance and retirement companies, all fighting for customers' money. To succeed, Athene needs to offer attractive products, manage investments wisely, and keep its costs under control. These numbers indicate that they are, for now, in the right direction. One of the things I always look for is consistency. Is Athene steadily growing, or are there ups and downs? A company that consistently performs well is usually a safer bet than one that has wild swings in its results. Now, here's my take on Athene. They're a big player in the retirement and insurance world, managing a huge amount of money. They seem to be doing a good job of attracting new customers and putting money to work. Of course, there are always risks. The financial markets can be unpredictable and Athene's investments could lose value. Also, interest rates can go up or down, which could affect their profits. Still, based on what I'm seeing here, Athene seems to be on a solid path. Overall, Athene appears to be a strong company in a competitive market. They have a lot of assets, they're making sales, and they're actively investing. Keep an eye on how they manage their risks and how they adapt to changes in the market. And it's important to remember that these numbers are just a snapshot in time. The financial world is always changing, so it's important to stay informed and do your own research. Thanks for watching Corporate Decoder. If you enjoyed this breakdown, please like, comment, and subscribe for more financial deep dives. Let me know in the comments what company you want me to decode next.